Hey, this is Amanda with Deep South Delicacies, and today I'm going to teach you how to make chicken and dumplings. First, we start by boiling 3 boneless, skinless chicken breasts in about 4 cups of water with salt and pepper. As you can see, I have my chicken broth boiling here with salt and pepper. You want to make sure that you taste it. The broth should taste a little salty because the dumplings will need it in the end. Now I'm going to add 2 cans of cream of chicken soup. The brand doesn't matter. And I'm going to let this just melt into the broth. And we'll stir that around and let that be dissipating while we go over and make our dumplings. Now we're going to make the dumplings. I have about 2½ cups of self-rising flour and a ½ cup of solid vegetable shortening. There's no need to have any kind of fancy equipment here. Just simply take your spoon and work the shortening into the flour until that's incorporated very well. And once you do that, we're going to add buttermilk. I use low-fat buttermilk. Feel free to use whole fat if you like. And really, we just add this until we get the right texture. So we'll start out with a little because we can always add to, but you can't take away. So we're going to mix this up. And it should end up being like a thick biscuit dough. Mixing. Okay. We're getting close. A little bit at a time. This was one of my favorite meals that my mama used to make. I've modified it just a little bit. When I was a little girl, she would use whole chicken parts and she would leave the skin on. But I have found that chicken breasts that are more lean and that are without the skin taste just as good, and it's better for you. Chicken and dumplings are one of those comforting foods for sure. And with fall coming around, cold weather, chicken and dumplings, they just go together. Okay. A little bit more and we're going to be done. So I've got this mixed up really well. Okay. You can see the texture here. Now we're going to drop our dumplings. My mom used to roll hers out, but I find that that is just too much of a mess. And my boys seem to like fluffy dumplings anyway. So to get that effect, I'm just going to put a little bit on my spoon, and with a boiling pan, we're going to drop those down. One at a time, not too close together. And you'll notice that they'll start rising to the top. Now we have all the dumplings dropped, and then we're still bubbling really well, which is important. You want to make sure that you never stir your dumplings. There have been many people ask me why their dumplings dissipate instead of come out nice and fluffy. And the trick is that you shake your dumplings. You never stir your dumplings. So we're going to give this plenty of time to cook through and through, let them boil for a while, and now we're going to prepare our chicken to go in our dumplings. Now we're going to prepare our chicken breasts. They're nice and cool. Some people shred their chicken. I don't like shredded chicken, but who really cares anyway? Do it the way you want, as long as you have nice bite-sized pieces. I like to add my chicken in the end so it doesn't get all stringy as it's cooking with the dumplings. Okay, now we're ready to put our chicken in, and look how pretty these dumplings are. Nice and fluffy. They're not doughy at all. You can cut one in half and you can just see how fluffy it is. See? Okay, that nice gravy, that's exactly what we want. Now we're going to dump our chicken right in on top. And I like to just barely cover the chicken with just a little bit of gravy You want to make sure that the chicken doesn't go down to the bottom, so when we plate this up, everybody gets a nice helping of chicken along with their dumplings. I'm going to let that work just for another minute or two and they'll be done. Now we're going to plate up our dumplings. Make sure that everybody has the good fluffy dumplings, the gravy, and plenty of chicken. Now this is a standalone meal, but my family thinks when we have a hot meal, we need cornbread. If you want my cornbread recipe, watch my previous video. Thank you for being with us tonight at Deep South Delicacies, where we make food that tastes like your best memories.
Ricky, don't touch those dumplings. They're for my church group tonight.